Welcome to another episode of Peralta Matters. I'm your host, Jay Calhoun. It's graduation time here at the four colleges, so sit back, relax, and let's get into what matters here at Peralta.
I'm Congresswoman Barbara Lee. Join me in watching Peralta TV.
Welcome back to Peralta Matters. I'm joined now by Lorenzo Ramsey. I'm going to call him all Peralta student, but 2015 Berkeley City College graduate. Welcome to the show, man.
Thank you very much for having me.
Right on. Let's talk a little bit about, one, what you've done in your tenure at the Peralta Colleges.
Well, I started February 2013. I hadn't been in school in 15 years.
Wow.
And I decided that since I'd be the first person in my family to even go to college, that at the age of 35, it was time.
Right on.
So, very long story short, I started at Laney, and in 2 years, I'm going to receive a total of 6 degrees. 4 from Berkeley City College, 1 from Merritt, and 1 from Laney, and I was able to maintain a 4.0 GPA.
Okay, stop, time out. 1 degree, cool. 2 degrees, exceptional. 6, brother?
6.
Why and what for?
Well, I took the time to sit down with a counselor and to look at the different social science degrees. I'm a political science major.
Excellent.
And I felt that if I was going to go to the next level, I really needed to be well-versed in psychology, sociology, all of the disciplines.
Right.
And I started to think about my family members and all of the people who didn't have the opportunity that I had. And I decided to dedicate a degree to each one of my family members.
Right on. We talked a little bit off camera about the ability to recognize the focus and the reason and the premise in which you're entering these 6 degrees. coming from a perspective of fear or scared, or, as most of us do when we get into college, you were able to omit that and persevere. Talk a little bit about that.
It's my education. You have to own that.
Right on.
And speaking with my grandparents grew up picking cotton. My mother worked for General Motors on the assembly lines, working 10 hours a day, 6 days a week. And as a child, she sat me down and said, if you can use your mind and not your body, do it. I had an opportunity to go to college when I was 18, but instead I helped take care of my grandparents until they made their transition. And I knew that it was something that they would have wanted for me. So when I went into it, I went full throttle.
Right.
And I made the decision that because this is my education and because I'm representing my family, that I was going to take absolute ownership of it. It wasn't about the teacher that was in front of me, wasn't about the counselor that was in front of me.
Right.
I was going to do the best that I could possibly do.
Excellent. We talked a little bit more about now you're in a position to, in lack of better terms, begin a bidding war, so to speak, or have them, at the gates for you. Talk a little bit, one, about what opportunities are facing you, but also what it means to you, how it feels, what kind of empowerment you are now getting from that.
I'm extremely fortunate. I've been accepted to UC Santa Barbara, UC Davis, UCLA, and UC Berkeley.
Congratulations.
All of them are offering me full tuition.
Outstanding.
I've been offered a Regent Scholarship at UC Davis and the Questionant Aspire Minority Scholarship at UC Berkeley.
Okay.
So ultimately, the deciding factor is really going to be personal expenses and spending money. So one is offering basically $11,000 a year on top of tuition in pocket, and another is offering about $12,500.
What does that mean to you? Not only as a reward for what you've done 6 degrees later, but just now again stopping for a minute, taking care of what you had to take care of, coming back and reinserting yourself in this mix. What does that mean to you?
It's vindication for me because the colleges aren't choosing me, I'm choosing the colleges. And to be able to be empowered in that way, I wish every single student would be able to look at it that way. Because when you give your best, the best comes back to you.
Say that again. That's a good one.
When you give your best, the best comes back to you.
I knew you were going to do that. I knew you were going to do that. Man, Lorenzo, congratulations. Thank you
Thank
again
you
for
so
coming on the
much.
show. All right. We'll be right back in a few more minutes with Peralta Matters.
Hi, I'm here about the chef position.
Do you have any culinary training?
Well, no, but, now what? Wow, who are you?
The Peralta College is Genie. There are thousands of classes to explore at Peralta's 4 East Bay colleges. Stop loafing. Find a program that's right for you and unlock closed doors.
Thanks, Peralta Colleges, Janie. Got any more good advice?
Yeah, save your receipts.
Welcome back to Peralta Matters. We're now joined by Taylor Elliott, graduate from College of Alameda. Taylor, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
All-Pro Conference middle hitter for the College of Alameda Cougars. How's it feel to graduate finally from COA?
It feels great. I'm so excited to move on from College of Alameda and to move on to bigger and better things, I guess.
Right on.
Yeah.
And to talk about those bigger and better things, where are you going next year?
San Jose State.
Outstanding. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're going to play ball, of course.
Yes.
That's volleyball.
Yes.
Right? How was playing volleyball at College of Alameda?
It was kind of a coincidence. I wasn't planning on playing. I had gone to Tennessee for a year and came back and was just taking summer classes here. And I ended up talking to one of the basketball coaches. Like, I had a break in between my classes and I'd sit and watch basketball because I had nothing else to do. And they were like, "Oh, do you play basketball?" Obviously, tall girl, you play basketball. I was like, no, I play volleyball. And he was like, "Oh, you should talk to the coach." So they brought her down one day, and and it was funny because hearing the story afterwards was just, she was just kind of like, "Oh, okay, another girl came to play volleyball." And I was like sitting down and I stood up and she looked at me, she was like, "Okay, she can play."
Another girl, yeah, right.
Yeah.
No matter if you can play or not.
Yeah, so it was just funny how it started, and I ended up playing last year, and then I still was going to transfer right away because it had been my second year of school.
Right.
And then I ended up staying another year. I was like, "Oh, I'll just get my AA, finish another year."
Yeah.
So
it's kind of one of the things that a lot of transfer students don't take into consideration or advantage of, is actually, do a unit or two more and go ahead and get that AA.
Get the AA.
How do you feel about that going into now your 4 years, experience?
Well, it helps because you have to get your AA to play Division I volleyball. So it was something I had to do. But then also, it's just an extra degree that I have too.
Right.
So.
More notches on the belt.
Exactly.
Right?
Why not?
Talk a little bit about what you would say to student athlete coming in the COA volleyball program, wet behind the ears, don't know where they're going, what they're going to do. What would you say to that student?
Well, first of all, make sure you have your classes set up, know what you want to do, or at least have a goal in mind. Say, this is the degree I want to get my AA in this, and have your classes set up. That's the most difficult part. After you get all that in order, talk to a good counselor, get it all taken care of, and then play, work your butt off.
There you go,
Yeah.
There you go. As you played and worked your butt off, we had a great chance to show that on Peralta Matter, or on Peralta TV Sports, rather. What do you think you take away from that experience playing sports at this level to go on to the next level?
Well, I think it's fun having this at like a small level. It's kind of, I don't know, I wouldn't say easier, but just to get used to college and stuff like that. And I mean, I came from Bishop O'Dowd too, so I was super prepared, I guess, for college. So it was pretty easy for me to get through, but just managing your classes and being a student athlete and playing and managing, missing your classes for games, talking to your teachers.
Right.
And I just think it's on a smaller scale than what I'm going to move on to, so that just prepared me.
Right.
Yeah.
Put you in prime position.
Yep.
So now, San Jose State, they're getting a College of Alameda Cougar who's primed and ready for destruction in boys. What do you think is really the catalyst for your decision to go to San Jose State? The proximity?
Well, it's definitely
team?
the Bay Area. Like I said, I went to Tennessee my freshman year, so I've already done that whole move away, live on my own, experience a different culture. And the Bay is just home. And it's still, it's far enough away. I can get my own place, but it's like an hour away. I can drive home. I can see my friends. The beach is still nearby. The weather's still decently nice, except for when it gets hot. But
you got your priorities together.
Exactly.
Cool. Understandable. So now college graduates, you're excited, you're getting your gown stuff, you're getting the parties together. What is the feeling as a student athlete? Because you've been, in big moments, so to speak. How do you feel now come graduation day?
I'm just excited to get it done with.
Relieved it's over?
Yes. Made it through 2 years, made it through College of Alameda, made it through volleyball, made it through everything. What's next?
There we go. Well, you know what's next.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Right on. Thanks for coming on the show, Taylor.
Thanks for having me.
That's Taylor E. Money to you. Congratulations. Right on.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with more Peralta Matters.
The advice that I would give to somebody that's trying to get back into college is to definitely use the resources that are here at Laney.
What would you tell someone who is thinking about going to college?
Once you get in, you get sucked into it. It cultivates those things in you that you never thought were there or that could be cultivated. The rewards are well worth it. Just go.
For more information, visit peralta.edu. Like your future at the Peralta Colleges.
I'm a Laney College student, and you're watching Peralta TV.
Welcome back to Peralta Matters. We are now joined by Molina Lee, Laney APASS student. Welcome to the show, Molina.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, my pleasure. Let's talk a little bit first about your Laney College APASS experience. What was it like and what did it do for you?
Well, it helped me a lot because my first year, I had to take a math class, and I went to the counseling for Laney, and they put me in like 201, and I needed 203, I was like, I don't need this class, I need 203. So my boyfriend actually, he took me to APASS because he's been in for 2 years or 3 years now, and he's graduating and transferring.
Right on.
And so I went there, and they automatically put me into the math class that I needed.
Excellent.
And it's just been a really great experience being in there because it's like they kind of feel like family. And I actually went to this APAHI conference and I think last month, and it was just meeting new people and like seeing, they believe in you, they believe in the students and the community, so it was kind of like inspiring.
Excellent.
So,
Excellent. What people don't know a little bit about is that you actually, freshman year, were into a university, came back to the junior college system, and now you're going back next year.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about how that was, from going Maine University, coming back home and getting your roots back up under you. Now we're sending you back out to the wolves. How do you feel about that?
Well, I'm the first generation to actually, graduate high school and go to a 4-year.
Excellent.
So I felt a lot of pressure on me to, you have to go, you have to graduate, you have to go to college, you have to finish college. So, and I kind of wasn't prepared going in. Everything was just rushing towards me. Like, I had to manage my own time.
Yes.
I had freedom, but I had to manage my time and, do what I had to do.
Right.
So yeah, I messed up on my math course, so that's why I came back home. I was like, might as well take it at home because it's way cheaper and I don't have to pay for, cost of living except for my own food.
Right.
And so I think being at a community college really, it helped me because it's making me more prepared to go back. And sometimes I wish that I can just start off at a community college because I wasn't just into go to the 4-year without knowing what to do.
Right. As an APASS student, what do you think is the biggest benefit APASS does for other students? What does it help you with mostly?
The counselors are the best because they help you with your classes. They help you stay on track for graduating and transferring. You don't have to be Asian or anything. You can be Hispanic, African American. It doesn't matter what race you are. You can go in and ask for help, and they'll just give it to you. And that's what I think is really beneficial of APASS.
Yeah. What do you say to a student in your same situation this year, where they're like, I've just been accepted, I had my first year at the university, it was horrible, I hate it, I want to come home and not go to school anymore. What do you say to them?
I think I would say, just breathe, take a step back and just think about what you really want to do. And, if you want to go back to community college, do it. And then you can, try to apply again or, go back, just be ready.
Right.
So, yeah.
Well, congratulations. It sounds like you're ready now.
Thank you. I think I am.
Excellent. Thanks for coming on the show, Malina.
Thank you for having me.
All right. We'll be right back in a few more minutes with Peralta Matters.
already had a bachelor's degree when I came to Laney. 5 years later, I earned 3 associate degrees, majoring in biology, Spanish, and liberal arts, and was also named valedictorian. Laney College is a wonderful place for professionals seeking new careers or preparing for advanced studies. I have no pulse. We have great teachers who are not only experts in their field, but who genuinely care. I am Sarah Klimek. Laney works for me.
Welcome back to Peralta Matters. We are now joined by 2015 Merritt College graduate, Erik Leon. Erik, welcome to the show, man.
Thank you.
Right on.
Thank you.
Let's talk first, as we were kind of getting into it already, about your choice to go to Merritt College. How'd that happen?
Well, I was going to go to Merced, UC Merced. Because of financial problems, I decided, I should take it down a notch. And so I chose one of the 4 Peralta district colleges. And right on. I chose Merritt. Has an awesome view. And well, actually, I chose it to get away from Berkeley, to get away from the city, because it's up in the hills. So so it kind of feels like a university, private university feeling when you're up there.
Excellent.
So like this should work.
Right.
That's why I chose Merritt. To my surprise, I actually loved it.
Right
I
on.
love it right now.
Right,
Yeah.
right on.
I wish I didn't have to leave, but I got to.
Only got 2 years, man. Only got
Right.
2 years. Talk a little bit about, and I think it's important as a student, the aspect of finance, the cost of going to school to get an education actually now deters you or makes you think second guess about what college am I going to go to now because I got to pay all this money. How did that affect, or even, I don't want to say disappoint you, but hurt you, that you didn't go to the UC Merced that you started out to. You had to go to Merritt or you had to go somewhere else. How did that make you feel?
Well, once at Merritt, I applied to the FAFSA Cal grant, but knowing that once I graduated from Merritt, it wasn't going to be the same so now I knew I had to apply for scholarships, and I also had friends of mine outside of work. Outside of school and work, and work and school, and they have their experience at a 2-year community college, as well as their university, and they told me it's gonna cost you, but at the end it's an investment. You have to look at it as an investment, because once you get that degree, you're gonna know what you want to do, then you're gonna do what you want to do. You're gonna get paid for it, and then you can just pay it off. It's gonna cost you, but you're gonna like it. It's an investment.
Talk about Margaret Dixon and the Criminal Justice Department at Merritt College. How'd you get involved with that?
Well, unfortunately, I never took a class with Miss Margaret Dixon, which is surprising.
Right?
Yeah. But I did have Mr. White. He was fantastic.
Excellent.
I started off with Mr. Smith. I forgot to sort his name, but he was great. I started at Administration of Justice. 21, I believe. Yeah, and then because it was either that or fire science when I got in there. And
what made you choose criminal justice? What was the thing that turned you around for that?
It just growing up in high school, I was always leaders in clubs and presidents, and knowing that in the criminal justice you have to be strong and firm, and you have to stand up for what's right. And so when he was lecturing the class, he would put himself out there. He would give us scenarios. He would tell us like, okay, well, I'm going to be this person right now. Now, how do you portray me as, And then and from there I was like, man, it's like I can see myself in your shoes, like I want to do that,
Right on.
And then, I kept taking classes. I took like with Mr. White, and he was great.
Excellent. So now you're going on
do
to
research.
CSU, yes?
Yeah, so I'll be heading to East Bay in the fall.
Right on.
So let's see how that goes.
Oh, we'll see you soon. We'll see you soon up
yeah.
there doing big things, right?
Yeah, I hope so. You know, I look forward to it.
Good.
Yeah,
good.
and I have friends that go right up there right now.
Right on.
You know, and they keep me in touch. They're like, you know, if you need anything, we got you. You know, like
good.
We'll help you get the classes. We'll show you how, you know, get around here.
Right.
You know, they're also Merritt graduates, so
see? There you go, right? The hookup's already there.
The hookups. You know,
Erik, well, thanks for coming on the show, man.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure.
Right
Thank you so much.
We'll be right back with more Peralta Matters.
I'm a veteran, and I was looking into some of the trades. Signing up for classes at College Alameda was really easy because you have the online stuff, and then the administration building was really helpful. The VA department, and speaking with the dean, it was really easy to just get all the paperwork done and get going in the class. And it's an easy transition from the military in Iraq to coming into here.
Welcome back to Peralta Matters. We are now joined by Aman Williams, Berkeley City College graduate and APASS scholarship recipient. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you so much for having me.
Let's talk first about what it means to be a APASS scholarship recipient.
It means everything to me. Honestly, a lot of the work that I do on campus and in the community is about advocacy and activism and really, you know, working in the community. And so I think that that is in alignment with the mission of the PA organization and with the scholarship. And so to be honored by them and to receive the scholarship, it means everything to me because it just shows me that they are also, you know, giving back to the community, and to be a part of that is just an honor. I'm really grateful for the scholarship. Thank you.
What are you receiving from Berkeley City College this year? AA, certificate, what do we got going on?
Actually, I'm receiving two things.
Right
so
on.
the first, I'm getting an Associate's for Transfer degree in Political Science.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. And then the second, I'm receiving a certificate for completing the AGITSI.
Got you, got you. And have you made your choice as to what college you're going to next year?
Well, about that, I'm still waiting to hear back from universities on the East Coast. As a political science major, I really want to go to Georgetown. I also applied to GW and some other schools. But I have been offered admission to UCLA and to UC Irvine, and so I'm really excited about that. I actually just got back from a Black transfer extravaganza at UCLA, and it was a really, really eye-opening experience. So I'm just really excited to know what all my options are and to make my decision.
Considering that Berkeley, by historical nature, is the hub of activism, so to speak, in the Bay Area, what do you think that you really walk away from or take with you from your experience at BCC?
Well, I am an officer in the Black Student Union. I am the treasurer, and I'm also the communications chair. And just, I have seen in such a short period of time students really band together in order to affect change at the campus and in the community at large, banding together with the Black Student Unions at Cal and at Berkeley High. And so what I take away from my experience at Berkeley City College is that really students and young people, youth, are at the forefront of the movement. And really, when you look at the history of all of the movements, we've always been at the forefront. And so to see that that is still the case is really inspiring, and it really motivates me to continue my work.
Excellent.
And so that's what I take away. Thank you.
I've been asking all day, what do you say as you're now making your transition? What do you say to incoming BCC student doesn't have a clue as to where they're going or how they're going to get there right now? What do you say to them after you've been through the situation?
Funny thing, I started 7 years ago as a concurrently enrolled high school student, so I have had some experience navigating BCC. So I suppose the first thing that I would say to an incoming student would be to first just kind of relax. You don't need to put yourself through any kind of anxiety about, you know, making sure that you're on these benchmarks that other people are setting for you. Make sure that you get in contact and connect with the resources on campus, and that really just starts by right there at the front desk on the first floor. There are student ambassadors, peers, just like you, students just like you, right there at the front desk. Say, hey, I'm just now starting out. What are my first steps? Who do I need to talk to? What do I need to do? And they will put you in contact with the people that you need to be in contact with in order to make sure successful navigation or make a successful journey throughout the school.
There we go.
So I definitely think that it's doable. I would say it's doable.
Right on. Well, congratulations on your success.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
We'll be right back with more Peralta Matters.
What would you tell someone who is thinking about going to college?
I would recommend coming to the Peralta system to anybody, any age, any time, high school, before or after. The community colleges, especially in California, are well placed to give people a lot of skills. If you haven't found yourself or what you're going to do, you're going to find it somewhere in Peralta system. You are. Do it. Go now. Don't wait.
For more information, please visit peralta.edu. Like your future at the Peralta Colleges.
All aboard!
Welcome back to Peralta Matters. We'd like to congratulate all of our graduates from the 4 Peralta Colleges. And for more, you can like your future at peralta.edu. Until the next time, please do something that matters.
Peralta TV, programs that matter.